What up, family? It's your brother Makai back with another video. This one is called Who's Riding With You? Not Who Are You Riding With? We can start off with a Bible verse. It's in the book of Jonah, the first chapter, the fifth verse. It says, the fourth verse. It says, Then the Lord sent a great wind on the sea, and such a violent storm arose that the ship threatened to break up. All the sailors were afraid, and each cried out to his own God, and they threw the cargo into the sea to lighten the ship. But Jonah had gone below deck, where he laid down and fell into a deep sleep. The captain went to him and said, "How can you sleep? Get up and call on your God. Maybe he will take notice of us so that we will not perish." Then the sailors said to each other, "Come, let us cast lot to find out who was responsible for this calamity." They're talking about the storm. They cast lot, and the lot fell on Jonah. So they asked him, "Tell us, who is responsible for making all this trouble for us? What kind of work do you do? Where do you come from, and what is your country? For what people are you?" And he answered, "I am Hebrew, and I worship the Lord and the God of heaven, who made the sea and the dry land." This terrified them, and they asked, "What have you done?" They knew he was running away from the Lord because he had already told them so. The sea was getting rougher and rougher, so they asked him, "What should we do to you to make the sea calm down for us?" And he said, "Pick me up and throw me into the sea," he replied, "and it will become calm. I know that it is my fault and that this great storm has come upon you." Instead, the men did their best to row back to land, but they could not, for the sea grew even wilder than before. Then they cried out to the Lord, "Please, Lord, do not let us die for taking this man's life. Do not hold us accountable for killing an innocent man, for you, Lord, have done as you please." They then took Jonah and threw him overboard, and the raging sea grew calm. At this, the men greatly feared the Lord, and they offered a sacrifice to the Lord and made vows for him. Now, the question is, first of all, it's a lot of different things in that text. First of all, they lost their cargo because this dude, Jonah, is in the bowels of their ship, and it's chaos going on up top, and he down there sleeping, and it's his smoke. So they get in the smoke for Jonah, and he's in the bowels of their ship doing nothing. They up top crying out to their gods, asking for protection and forgiveness and whatever. They like, "I don't know what I done." They go to him and they ask him, "What'd you do?" And he told them the truth. "Get me out of here. I am the reason that your life is in peril." So that's the question I ask you. Who is rolling with you? Do you have connections to people that got karma to pay? And you around there trying to fix their karma? You can't fix their karma. As we see in the illustration, it was a storm. They was going to lose their life because of Jonah. That wasn't their smoke. So that's the challenge I say to the people watching this video right now. I don't care if it's your lover, your friend, your cousin, your mama. Get them up out of your boat. Get them from the bowels of your vessel. Because as you're up here stressing, trying to overcome these situations, it may not even be your storm. It might be their storm. The waves crashing against your vessel. That ain't because what you done. That's what this person done. Now, we do have a fiduciary responsibility to spirit in ourselves to take full responsibility for our actions. But if it's not a child, you cannot take responsibility for the actions of an individual who's at a place of knowing. I don't even want to say an age. But the illustration in this is beautiful. But look at all that they lost. They threw their cargo off thinking it was going to lighten the load, and the whole time it was Jonah. Jonah had smoke. Jonah had drama. So now our whole boat or vessel is about to go down and sink because this dude ain't doing what he's supposed to. Now, we men of God, and it also said to their different gods. So there was different faiths on that boat. But the main purpose of the story, or the main part I want you to get, is that don't allow nobody to come in your life that got crap with them. Because guess what? When the turbulence hit, when the karma hit, and you with them, it's going to hit you too. So what am I saying? Self-preservation. You understand me? You trying to save people, and them same people you trying to save is bringing all type of drama and peril to your life. You got to have enough sense to understand, man, before this person came, my life wasn't like this. I wasn't stressed. I didn't have depression. I didn't have this. But you keep this person around thinking you're helping them, and it's Jonah in the bowels of your ship. It's Jonah in the bowels of your ship. And this is why your life is hard right now. And this is why you're going through pain right now, because you're keeping this energy around you. You're keeping this individual around you, and this individual knows what they're doing. Jonah knew what he was doing was wrong and told him, hey, this smoke is because of me. Get me off the boat. Get rid of me. And they're like, we don't want to throw you off because now we done killed you, and now you're going to get us in trouble with the Most High. See, that's the peril. That's why you got to get the person out your life. Because Jonah knew. He told them, hey, listen, this is my smoke. Listen. And then I would say this. Most people ain't even willing to admit that it's they smoke. They want you to help them and hold their hand through their mess instead of doing the work by themselves. Knowing they shouldn't be making you no friend. Knowing they shouldn't be out here trying to get no relationship. Knowing they shouldn't be in no marriage and none of these things. But they looking for somebody to solve their problems. And all they going to do is go in the bowels of your ship and go to sleep. Jonah was asleep. Jonah knew he had an obligation, but he was asleep. You get it? Asleep. Are you awake? Why do you got asleep folks in the bowels of your vessel? Why are you hanging around asleep folk? Look at all the smoke and the drama they was getting into because somebody was asleep in the bowels of their vessel. They up top screaming out, and he down there chilling, sleeping. His burden ain't even hitting him because it's hitting them. Don't do that to yourself. Don't keep people in your life that's not serving a purpose. Don't keep people in your life that keep bringing you drama and you constantly helping them, putting yourself in a bad predicament to help them. That's day smoke. I ain't telling you to throw them off the vessel, but they look better gone. Your peace and your happiness is priceless. Do you understand? Help those that help themselves. If this individual was telling you they know they messed up, they know they're not doing what they're supposed to do, they need to get away from you and go do that over there. Because you put in the time, you put in the work, you put in the effort to transform. Transform. They're looking for the old person. The old person ain't there no more. See, the old you would have let them ride on the vessel, and then you would have sank like the Titanic. But the new you was like, yo, you got to get out of here. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here. Because my empathy for you ain't enough no more. I need to have empathy for myself. And I work too hard. I ain't about to throw my cargo off. They threw their cargo off. You work too hard for the things you got. You gonna throw away all this stuff for this person who know they not doing what they supposed to do? Look how selfish Jonah was, knowing that the creator was chasing after him and he gonna go in their ship like he can hide from this omnipotent energy. Willing that the whole boat gonna be sacrificed and everybody on there gonna die because of one person, because this one man don't do what he's supposed to do. Man, don't go out like that. He said, listen, you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get up out of here. You look better gone. If your life was fine and this person came and now you got turmoil and now you got pain, they got to go. I don't care who it is. In 2023, it is over. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? This is your time right now. So I let you know, if you ain't bringing positivity to my life, get off my boat. If you're not bringing encouragement and spiritual support, get off my boat. If you ain't loving me like I love myself, get off my boat. If me becoming better is not your main interest, get off my boat. It ain't happening. I'm done. I'm celibate because I got oomph to give. Do you understand me? So at the end of the day, or the beginning of the day, recognize. Look around. Is the water calm? Or is it all turmoil and going crazy? And then look who on your vessel. Pay attention. Because all the men up top were men of God, and they knew it wasn't them. It's the sucker down in the bowels, hiding from the smoke that he created. Don't you be no sucker and don't let your Titanic sink. You feel bad, say, I got a little dinghy. Get on this dinghy, but you got to get off my boat. Listen, stop keeping people in your life that's bringing karma and drama to it. You got to get rid of them. You done it long enough, and now it's time for change. Hey, listen, this is your brother Makai. Stay lit, stay love, stay light. Obstacles are the things that you see when you take your eyes off the goal. Self-love is the most important love because you cannot give love from an empty cup. And stop keeping people in your life that serve no purpose. Get them up off your boat. Get them from the bows of your boat and say, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get from around here. Until next time, it's been your brother Makai.